IDK?
Hi, I'm Kay Wing. I'm 14 years old and I play Snipe and Shield.
For IDK?
Yeah.
I'm Milo. I am 12 and I play for IDK.
How would you describe HADO to someone who's never played it before?
Normally what I say is just dodgeball, but with headsets on. It's the easiest way to explain it, honestly.
It's like a mix of video games and like virtual world as well as real life, like dodgeball.
Fun.
Just fun?
Yeah, and good for people, good for kids that like gaming. Like similar to dodgeball, but you use like magic balls to shoot at people and you charge.
Who's the best team you've ever played against?
I'd say the ones overseas, like the Europe teams, or definitely the Japanese. Japanese are always good. So IDK Sushi was really good. They trained us for like a good day when we went over, so that was really nice of them.
Is there anything specific about what they do that made them the best team?
Well, back then we were obviously not as good as we were now, but they introduced us to like different stats and actually using callouts and like working with the team.
So who's the best team you've ever played against?
I wasn't in the team when we went against Japanese teams, so I think IDK before I joined them, definitely.
Yep. Was there anything notable about them that made them stand out compared to the other teams?
Well, IDK? They thrashed us compared to every other team.
Who's the best team you've played against?
Probably the Japanese teams,
Okay. Any in particular?
Iksa and Itsuchi.
And what made them the best team you've ever played?
Like two of them would go on us and one would just kill from the side, and they would get low down really fast and back up.
Who's the best player in the UK?
In the UK, yeah, some people say Milo, but if they saw the 1v1s, it'd be me. It'd be me because I've won more.
Who's the best player in the UK?
If I say Milo, then Paris is gonna. But then the other way around, it's the same. I'm not sure because it's like who's having a good day and who's having a bad day. Because Paris, if he's having a good day, he's like extremely good. But then Milo's like more consistent, I think.
Who's the best player in the UK?
Paris.
Okay. How come?
He's just better.
He's just better.
Yeah.
What's the best moment in your career?
The first time I won the UK Championships, probably. Because we only went there because like, oh, it was a tournament, like, might as well try it out. We never actually expected to win, and then once we actually beat the last year's UK Championship, UK champions. So once we did that, we're like, let's win, you know. And then when we won, it was emotional for everyone.
What's the best moment in your career?
Winning the UK Championship, I think. It was like my first tournament with IDK, and then we went unbeaten, so it was a good feeling.
What's the best moment in your HADO career?
Probably when I went to Japan, like to play in the World Cup, and yeah, it was just fun to see the Japanese teams play. The food was nice.
What's the most important thing to you right now?
As in HADO or
Just in general?
getting through my exams, then I don't know, just relaxing.
What's the most important thing to you right now?
Probably doing well in my end of years, like next term first, and then doing well in the HADO tournaments that are coming up.
What's the most important thing to you right now?
Probably winning the Summer Cup, like in a few months, and going to Japan again, so that like we can see how much better we are since last time.
What's the best thing you've ever bought?
Bought? My first Xbox was pretty fun. I remember I used to like always be on my iPad like watching people play games, and then when we actually bought an Xbox, like I could actually play those games. with my friends and, you know.
What's your favourite game on that console?
On the console, I really liked Dead Island. It was like a zombie game, like hack and slash. I really liked that one. It gave me nightmares, but...
I don't really buy much. It might be my iPad or my phone because I always use it like every day basically, and it's quite useful because I can use it for homework as well.
My laptop.
Yeah?
Yeah,
How come?
because I can play games on it.
What do you think HADO would look like in a year?
In a year, I hope they change the whole wristband with the phones and the headset with the phones, and they put like actual goggles instead of making us like download all these apps and stuff. That'd be nice. And I just want like a proper like stage for it, like not the one in Japan, but like one here in like UK.
What do you think HADO will look like in a year?
I think there'll be a lot more teams and they'll be more competitive. I think they're probably going to give us like new handsets maybe. Like they might develop it.
What do you think HADO will look like in 1 year?
I think the headsets will change and there'll be like new features and stats. They might change like what it looks like. So the shield bar, it looks like a rectangle, but they might change it to like curves at the edge.
Do you think IDK will win a World Cup?
World Cup. I hope so. I don't think now, but I don't think maybe in the future. Might not be me, but like I hope the team does at some point.
Hopefully, but the Japanese teams are like really good, so it's hard to tell.
Probably not soon, but maybe.
What's the scariest thing you've ever done?
Scariest thing I've ever done. I don't remember much, but I'd say a memory from like, I don't know, years ago, like maybe like 7, 8 years ago. I nearly drowned in a pool. It was a really shallow pool. I could stand in the pool, but I didn't realise, so I nearly drowned.
What's the scariest thing you've ever done? Apart from this interview, of course.
I was doing like this Chinese performance with my friends, like Leanne and her brother, and then we were like in front of like a few hundred people. So we used to go to Chinese school, and then they took us to London for us to do like this Chinese competition. There were like loads of judges who would like watch you like very closely.
Was it spoken Chinese or was
Yeah.
it?
Chinese.
So like a spelling bee?
Kinda, but it's like you do your own thing.
What's the scariest thing you've ever done?
Ever, like, not including HADO,
Doesn't have to include HADO.
when I was like climbing something really high, and it was so cold.
Yeah. What were you climbing?
It was like some obstacle course where you like climb on trees and like, yeah, you just like have to jump from sides stuff.
What brings you joy?
I guess just talking to friends, playing games with them, just living life, I guess.
What brings you joy?
Gaming, football, HADO,
Had to throw that one in.
I don't know, being with friends, going out.
What brings you joy?
Gaming and eating.
Same. What/who has been your biggest influence in HADO?
In HADO? Not sure. I know our old teammate David, he like started off our team because he was like, I was the captain, but he was like the captain. And then after that we went, I'd say other than him, it was probably one of the Japanese teams because they actually taught us quite a lot, got us improving ourselves.
Paris and Milo. Because when I was still in Atlantis, I wanted to like play like them because they're always like beating everyone. And then that's how I like learned to slide, because I was always watching how they did it and asked them to help me.
The Japanese players just like when we went there, we were like a lot less experienced and we didn't know how much better it would be. So like when we came back, we were so much better than most of the players here, and everything was just a lot easier because they gave us like tips on calling petals out, and like they just told us about like communicating in games and stuff.
Which IDK member do you think would be the best coach?
Best coach. Kieran, not Milo. Definitely not Milo. Kieran's pretty good at expressing his feelings, and he knows what to do most of the time, so I guess he'd be the best choice.
Which IDK member do you think would be the best coach?
Me.
Yeah. How come?
Because I like to watch the games and see what people are doing, and I can like analyze some like movements, I don't know, tactics.
Which IDK member do you think will be the best coach?
Paris, he's quite good at explaining stuff, and he's just better than all of us at the game as well.
And the last question, what's one thing you would tell yourself a year ago?
A year ago. Revise. Definitely revise for GCSE. Start revising then, not now. Yeah, because it's not going very well.
What's one thing you would tell yourself a year ago?
There's loads of things I could say, but I need to think which one I would probably say. I think it'd be to tell myself to revise, like for tests, because it's a habit. I don't like to revise really.
What's one thing you would tell yourself a year ago?
Like communicating, like don't be scared to lose, I guess, and just train like a lot harder probably. Oh, and do frog jumps like in the free time.